Hello, I'm out in our soybean performance plot in Crandall, Manitoba. It's September the 22nd, 2016. We're going to take a look at our SeCan varieties. We'll start with one of our checks here. We've got DeKalb's 2360. There's 2360. Kind of give you a feel for the maturity. It's about a 2375 heat unit variety. You can see we've got some branches still on there, a few leaves still on there, but it's turning pretty nice. Let's move along. Here is Barker, which is a 2425, so definitely too late for this area. You can see lots of leaves on here still. Good variety, but not for this area. This is Barron. It's a new Extend variety from SeCan. By Extend, I mean it can tolerate dicamba. You can put dicamba on there for excellent weed control. Things like wild buckwheat and kochia. This is a 2250 heat unit bean. You can see here, very mature. Lots of pods. It's an aggressive plant as a seedling, so it seems to cover the ground very quickly in these western regions, western Manitoba and into Saskatchewan. Nice tall plant. Looks like it should be easy to harvest. Next here is Bishop, which is a 2325 heat unit bean. Always tends to have these dark pods on top. Lots of pods on the top of this one right now. Get in here so you can see. Bishop is susceptible to IDC, but in areas where you don't have a whole lot of pressure, it's a real workhorse. It yields very well, super easy to combine because it has nice pod height off the bottom. Really been yielding in that Arborg, northern Manitoba type areas, or the northern edge. Here's McLeod. McLeod is a 2375 heat unit bean. It's lagging a little bit behind the Bishop and the Barron here. McLeod is tolerant to iron chlorosis. Very nice deep green vigorous plant. It's a slim upright plant, always looks showy in the field. Big seed, very kind of consistent performer. Very nice variety. This is Mahoney. Mahoney is a 2350 heat unit bean. It also is susceptible to iron chlorosis, so it tends to yellow off. But even though it yellows off early on, it always seems to come back and yield like crazy. We're having great yield testimonials again this year. It's a bushy type plant, lots of branching, which seems to end up having all these, you can see right here, all these extra pods on these branches. It just ends up yielding like crazy. Stands beautifully this year again. There's lots of lodging as I drive around and look at different plots, and Mahoney is always standing amazingly well in plots. So again, that should be very easy to harvest. And here's Hero. Hero is a 2375 heat unit bean. Tends to come in a little bit later than that. You can see here we've still got some yellow pods. It's coming in a little bit later than McLeod even. Tends to yield a lot though, comes in a little bit later, makes use of that extra heat, extra moisture, and brings in some big yield. Look at that, there's a nice 4-bean pod there. Hero has the one C gene for Phytophthora. Again, it's a very bushy plant like Mahoney, so it works well in the wide row planting situations. Hope you find that interesting. We'll see how these plots here yield. By Crandall, Manitoba.